Then you have to start thinking about violence again, you know?
Hmm.
So it's like, are we going to come together as a community knowing that they don't want us to have things, knowing that they don't want us to progress, knowing that they don't want us to know things? Or are we going to get to a point where it's going to be hell on earth for real? So that's what concerns me.
Good to start. Our first topic of the night, we're going to talk about the Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action programs in college admissions. I do want to go ahead and play this clip for a second. Hopefully, you guys are familiar with it because it broke this morning.
Supreme Court's decision on college and university admissions will change how we pursue the educational benefits of diversity. But our commitment to that work remains steadfast. It's essential to who we are and the mission that we are here to advance. For nearly 9 years, Harvard vigorously defended our admissions process and our belief that we all benefit from learning, living, and working alongside people of different backgrounds and experiences. We will comply with the court's decision, but it does not change our values. We continue to believe deeply that a thriving, diverse intellectual community is essential to academic excellence and critical to shaping the next generation of leaders.
All right. And we also had a word from our president. Let me go ahead and bring that up. President Biden says for decades, the Supreme Court recognized a college freedom to decide how to build a diverse student body and provide opportunity. Today, the court walked away from a president effectively in an affirmative action in higher education. I strongly disagree with this decision. I know before we started the show, Trey Smooth said he had a lot to say. I am curious about how you feel about this, Trey Smooth. Go ahead.
All right, appreciate you. So, what I have noticed is college enrollment in general has been going down approximately 1% per year. So, what I can say is that colleges are going to need people to continue to enroll, and 1% doesn't sound like a lot, but over 10 years, when you think about it, 10% could destroy nearly any company, losing 10% of your revenue. And that's what it's all about for real. It's a money grab, right? It's great that we can go to college. It's great that we can come up with some skills that we need to be better for society. But at the end of the day, these are companies being ran. Now, I can see this being an effect for Ivy League schools because it's harder to get into those. But if you want a degree, you'll be able to get a degree no matter what. And it's just like anything else, man. They're not going to make anything easy for us. If you want to get it, you have to be better. You have to be better than everybody else. You have to destroy the competition. If you really want to make it, you will make it. This anybody, I'm not. I'll put it like this: for my children, I'm not worried about it. They're going to do what they need to be accepted into wherever school that they want to go. We can't let this affect us. We just want to have to push harder. It's unfortunate that it happened, but guess what? Supreme Court, they're appointed for a lifetime. Expect more decisions like this to come. When Trump put those cats in there, he was not playing. He knew exactly what he was doing. So most of these decisions and these rulings that are coming out, they're going to be here for good for a long time before a lot of these old people retire or die off or whatever. So this is just what we're going to have to deal with. But as far as my children and hopefully your children, you're not going to be worried about it because you expect them to sell either way.
All right, Miss Lady, what are your thoughts about it? The Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action programs in college admissions.
I just think YouTube University and forget all the school system stuff. It doesn't make any sense no more to keep putting your kids in school. They getting beat up and everything. I just don't agree with none of it.
All right, short and sweet. Okay. Miss Precious, what are your thoughts about it? The Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action.
Well, it's kind of like what Trust Move said. So we think about education and them wanting to take away certain programs and things like that for education. But my mind goes to what else are they going to do this with? You know, okay, you don't want kids in school. The school rates are dropping. More kids are probably actually going on YouTube and making money. They're not going to schools. They're learning different. They're going into IT professions where they can study and pass a test and pay money. So I'm thinking, what else are they going to do this with? You know, because then you have to start thinking about violence again. You know, so it's like, are we going to come together as a community knowing that they don't want us to have things, knowing that they don't want us to progress, knowing that they don't want us to know things? Or are we going to get to a point where it's going to be hell on earth for real? So that's what concerns me with this.
All right. Byra, what's going on, brother? What are your thoughts about it?
What's the deal, bro? My thoughts on it is hopefully this will wake more black people up. I feel like the whole affirmative action thing was kind of aiding black people with the victim mindset. Like, oh, we need help from the system. We victims. We this, we that. Like I see people up in panic, like, oh, now we can't get in college. Like, was this the only way you thought you can get in college, or this was the only way that you believe you could be successful with the help of the people that you saying is oppressing you? So I'm confused why everybody's up in arms. Plus, in 2023, we in the age of information. Less people are taking the college route. More people are starting to see other routes. There's other options. Most people are starting to see school for what it is. School wasn't even meant to really create a nation of thinkers. It really was a system put in place to create docile and punctual employees. Like, it's all a part of the matrix anyway. So I'm happy people is waking up to that. And I'm happy that kids is starting to see other routes to make revenue and make money, start businesses. It's a million ways to get rich out here. College ain't the only way. They programmed you to believe that way anyway. So I'm starting to see more and more people wake up. But with this whole victim mindset with black people that we got to shake that off anyway. Ain't no white man holding you down. Only thing holding you down is your fucking mindset. They got your mind believing that you need help. They got your mind believing that they got their foot on your neck. We all know it's obstacles. It's obstacles for everybody, but is you going to succumb to the obstacles, or are you going to do what the fuck you got to do to get to where you got to go? Like, the victim mindset got to go. So to me, I really don't give a fuck either way. I'm going to instill my kids with the skills to be successful regardless of whatever obstacle comes, because life is full of obstacles. So it is what it is with that.
All right. Just to let go, what are your thoughts about it, sir?
Well, shout out to all the independent women that love to brag about how they're the most educated women in the planet.
Ow.
That is going into the toilet, going into 2024. So y'all are going to have to find some other goofy way of trying to make y'all selves feel like, one, y'all don't need no man, and two, y'all are better than men, you know? So shout out to y'all. I never cared about college. I'm not going to say college is dumb or stupid or something like that, but it depends on what you want to do with your life. Just like the young lady said something about YouTube University. We are in a world of information where you ain't got to go no goddamn school and get a damn loan for $60,000 just to learn some dumb shit that you probably ain't gonna use, you know? So to a certain degree, you know, if you want to be a lawyer, you got to go to school. You want to be a doctor, you got to go to school. You want to be an engineer, you got to go to school. But all this other dumb shit that people are going to school for, I'm going to school for business. You're stupid. All right. So all together, the typical dummy going to school is going to graduate from school after 4 years of cramming and suffering and eating. What's the stupid shit y'all be eating in college? What is
Ramen noodles?
Ramen noodles, all this suffering, can't get no sex or having too much sex, either one. You're going to graduate and you're only going to make $32,000 a year. And you're going to be like, damn, I could have just saved all my damn time and money and suffering. And 4 years later, I will be making probably $40,000. But your dumb ass decided to go the easy way, because what y'all don't realize is school is linear. All right. When you go out here, try to become an entrepreneur, when you go out here, try to climb the corporate ladder without a degree, that is non-linear, okay? So to a certain degree, school is the easy way out because it's so linear. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, you get a degree. If you're not a dummy, you can graduate. All you got to do is keep at it. But if you spend the same time in two places, one, in therapy, getting your shit together, and two, getting you a coach or some type of person that knows whatever it is that you want to learn and spend 4 years with their ass, you could actually be a millionaire in the next 5 years versus making $33,000 next year.